Welcome to MTGMoxBox. So today we have another episode of Top 2, and we are going to do the upcoming new Strixhaven, was it School of Mages, I guess?
School of Mages, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll be, again, hopefully you guys are familiar with our format, we'll be randomly assigning our slots. For this particular set, we're going to have 7 slots, just to let everyone know that that we're going to be combining the colorless and lands together into one slot. So we're still gonna have our regular 5 color plus the multi, and then the 7th slot will be land and colorless. So we will be going over our top 2 just like that as well. So now we're gonna randomly assign. Hopefully you shuffled, and I don't get something that I always get.
Yeah, shuffle.
No, you did it. I got blue again.
That's what you wanted.
All right. So we will be going over top 2 for each of the slots that we've been assigned. Okay. All right. So should we start first? Maybe I should go first since I have 3.
Yeah, you go first.
So colorless, we'll be going through a colorless and land, right? Combined together. But just want everyone to know, I actually just picked colorless. I didn't actually pick any land for this particular set.
Oh, really? There's some good lands. I'll talk about those.
Sure. So I will go first. The first one I picked is the Wandering Archaic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the same as me.
Yeah. 5 to cast 4/4 Avatar, which allows you to copy your opponent's instant sorcery spell when they cast it. If they cast it without paying a tax, I get to copy it and assign new targets. So I think it works pretty well with the new Magecraft ability, because a lot of them triggers when you copy a spell or you cast an instant sorcery spell. So almost like you take benefit of it from when your opponent casts a spell. My second one, I picked this Mascot Exhibition, which is 7 to cast colorless sorcery that gives you 3 creature tokens, a 2/1 Inkling, 3/2 Spirit, and a 4/4 Elemental. So I think it's pretty good for 7 mana for 3 separate creatures. All right, those are my top 2. Anything from you?
Yeah, so for the lands, there were 2 that stood out. There's the new set of the Snarls as well, which are the dual lands that enters the battlefield. And if you reveal a basic land type of the 2 of that dual land, then it enters in tapped if you don't reveal it. So if you do reveal it, it's just a dual land, which is pretty powerful. But the 2 that I picked was Strixhaven Stadium. Oh wait, no, that's colorless.
An artifact.
That's not a land.
Yeah, it's not a land.
Biblioplex is the land.
Yes.
That's the one that's a reprint of Library of Alexandria, which I really like. Was one of the old Power 9 cards. It comes in and you can tap it for colorless, but you can also pay 2 and tap it, and you can look at the top card of your library. And if it's an instant or sorcery card, you can reveal it and put it into your hand. And if you don't put the card into your hand, you can put it into your graveyard. And you can do this if you have either 0 cards or 7 cards in hand. So just another way of getting card advantage through this land, which is pretty powerful.
Do you have another one?
The other one was Strixhaven Stadium, which I thought was a land, but is actually a artifact.
Yeah, I picked Strixhaven Stadium for mine. It's interesting because you get point counters, and once you get 10 point counters, you basically remove all of them, and that player loses the game.
Is it 1 player at a time?
It's 1 player at a time, but once you meet that threshold of having 10 counters on the stadium, like anytime a creature that deals combat damage, anytime a creature you control deals combat damage to an opponent, if it already has 10 or more counters, then that player will lose the game.
I don't remove counters. That's what I'm saying. Is like it seems like if you're in a multiplayer situation, it's a way to remove 1 player, but you're not able to kind of close out the game.
I thought of it this way. It's kind of like Infect, but with points instead of with poison counters. Right?
Better have a double season there, man.
Yeah, and I think you have to keep track of which opponent you deal the damage to then, right?
I don't think so.
Once the stream hits 10 points, whoever you hit next, then you basically can knock out that
person out of the game. Yeah, and 10 damage is like nothing.
Yeah, especially in the command.
I don't think you need to keep track, because as long as you remove 10 counters, you can actually
just
remove anybody.
Player, then, right?
Yep.
But then it says that whenever a creature deals combat damage to you, remove a point counter. So
so it's a little bit harder. So you need to have really good defenses to actually use it effectively.
Right.
Stuffy doll.
It's your favorite card
right now. All right. Next, let's do white.
Okay. For white, I picked Semester's End.
Oh yeah.
An instant card that lets you blink out
I have that.
Planeswalker and creatures, any number of them that you control blinks them out, and then they come back in next turn with a 1/1 counter on it, and additional loyalty counter on it if it's a Planeswalker. I like that a lot.
It's like a weaker Theorist protection, but you know,
But you get some
it's
benefit,
balanced.
right?
I like it.
Yeah.
It's not going to be as expensive as the Theorist protection.
It's a good protection, and also you get some benefit once everything comes back. So.
Yeah.
Right, in an instant too, so it's great.
Yeah.
And then the second one I picked is Strict Proctor.
Oh yeah, that was my pick too.
Spirit Cleric, flying. Whenever a permanent entering the battlefield costs a trigger ability to trigger, counter that ability unless the controller pays additional 2. So it makes it harder for ETB triggers to come into play
Terrible.
against your opponents.
Great.
And
Terrible
the
idea.
mystical archive cards that I pick for white is Teferi's Protection,
Oh yeah, of course.
which, I mean, it's so good. Your life total can't change. You get protection for everything. Everything fades out. You just kind of sit back and take a break.
Wow.
I mean, and that artwork is amazing too. I really like
Yeah.
a lot of the
and-
artwork of the Mystical Archives. I actually don't
Right.
like the border of the Mystical Archives, but the artwork is pretty impressive.
A little too bling, man.
Well, that's why I like the Japanese version better, because full art. And
Oh, it doesn't have that border.
It does not
Oh,
have that
you're
border.
right.
And then the art looks cool.
Yeah.
Looks like animation. So,
That is true.
what do you guys have for white?
I had Gift of Estates.
Me too.
Yes. So that was the. Do you have it up? What does it do?
It,
it's like a
it's-
ramp.
it's a sorcery. If an opponent controls more lands than you, search your library for up to 3 planes cards, reveal them, and put them into your hand, then shuffle.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty easy way for white to make sure you hit those land drops. And you can search for dual lands that way too.
Yep. So I was thinking, it's like, hey, it's a good way to thin out your deck, and also, hey, it's probably the closest thing white has to ramp. It's not really ramp because you're not putting it down, but at least you are,
But you have it ready. In
yeah,
your
you
hand,
have it
so-
ready in your hand to cast out, and hey, white needs all the mana advantage
Yeah.
it can get, man. All right.
So
Anything else for white?
I think I also had an Elite Spellbinder, which is a 2 and a white for a 3/1 human cleric. A flying human cleric too, and when he enters the battlefield, you look at target opponent's hand and you can exile a non-land card from it, and as long as it is exiled, the owner may play it, but he has to pay he or she has to pay two more mana to cast it. So it kind of slows down your opponent, especially if he has a key spell somewhere.
Yeah, always paying 2 to do
Yes.
anything.
So
AKA annoying.
Yeah.
yeah, unfortunately, white's way of getting ahead is to be
Slow
annoying.
other folks down. Yeah. All right. Let's move on to green then.
All right.
All right, green. What do we have? I think my first pick was
I like green from this set.
Me too.
Ecological Appreciation.
I have that.
Yep.
X spells.
Same.
Damn.
Yeah.
Very similar to what we were
X
picking this
2
time.
and a green. Search your library and graveyard for up to 4 creature cards with different names that each have mana value X or less, and reveal them. And the opponent will choose 2 of those cards, and then you shuffle those cards into your library, and the rest go on the battlefield. And then you exile it.
Such a good tutor.
Oh man, yeah, that is super powerful.
Broken, but I'll take it.
Yeah. So yeah, that was my first pick. What was the second pick? Exponential Growth.
Same.
I
No,
didn't take that
seemed like it
one.
was another X spell.
But it's so broken. it's like XX.
Oh yeah, what is it? It doubles.
Until end of turn, double target creature's power X
X
times.
times.
Yeah.
Oh man.
X times. Yep.
Yeah, you only need to do maybe like twice or something. Maybe only even once because it's already green.
Yeah, you have tons of mana, right? And you just do it once and then just wipe everyone else off the board.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
So.
And
Oh.
what about your mystical archive?
Oh, my mystical archive. I think the one that stood out of greens was Natural Order.
Oh,
I'm
same.
glad they reprinted that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, very powerful card. Let's see.
You have to sack a green creature.
Yeah, 2 green for a sorcery, and if you sack a green creature as you cast a spell, then you can search your library for a green creature card and put it onto the battlefield.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah. So who knows what kind of nightmares you can pull out from your deck.
I like the Japanese version of that one because it looks like Princess Mononoke.
Oh yeah, that artwork
Art.
is amazing.
Yeah.
All the Japanese ones are cooler.
Yeah.
All right, I have another green one that I pick is Accomplished Alchemist. It's an elf druid. It's a mana creature, but then it gives you X mana of any color, where X is the amount of life you gain this turn. So feels like it's a pretty good synergy with life gaining decks.
They are trying to make life getting more and more feasible, I guess, with all the support.
Yep.
I heard you were playing with.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly what I wrote down. I think it works pretty well with my my white, black, green life gaining deck.
All right.
Okay, black.
Black. All right. So the first one I got is Confront the Past. It's a versatile sorcery. It's also the new lesson type of cards. It's like a new thing they introduced in this set. You can either bring back a planeswalker from your graveyard back into play, or basically remove lowly counters from a planeswalkers your opponent control. So either bring something back or kill a planeswalker your opponent controls. So I think it's pretty versatile.
Yeah. But it only affects planeswalkers, not creatures.
Yes, so. Only planeswalker. But then I feel like, hey, if I add in my deck, is most of the time it's probably to bring back my planeswalker. But in case my opponent has something I have hard to deal with, then I can switch it around.
Yeah, there's always going to be a use for it. So.
Yep. The next one I pick is Auric Lore Mage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a creature with tap allows you to entomb, and if it's an instant sorcery, you can actually make it even bigger. But the Auric Lore Mage itself get bigger by putting a +1/+1 counter on it.
Yeah, just the ability just to tap it to do that is pretty impressive.
Yep.
So if you have a way to untap him, you can do that multiple times.
Yep. All right.
What about your Mystical Archive? Did you pick one?
For black, it's probably gonna be Demonic Tutor, man. No brainer for that one.
Yeah, I figured you guys would do that. So I actually picked Tendrils of Agony. It was the black storm card where you can just drain your opponents to death.
Oh god.
Oh, the storm.
And with the whole Magecraft mechanic, it seems like they're gonna want you to be casting multiple spells. So storm is gonna be really powerful again.
They want you to cast like a lot more instants and sorceries.
Right, just spells in general. And
also
storm is just
also copying it too, right?
Yeah.
Because it stacks.
Yeah.
So any other black cards for you, Tony?
What else did I pick? Callous Blood Mage? What is that? 2 and a black for a 2/1 Vampire Warlock. And then when he enters the battlefield, you get to choose one. You can either create a 1/1 black and green pest token that you can gain 1 life if it dies. Or you can choose to draw a card and you lose 1 life, or you can exile target player's graveyard. So I just like this one for its flexibility. It's not overly powerful, but it fits it.
Depends on the situation.
Yeah, exactly. It's because it has modes. It's very helpful and flexible. Especially in a commander deck.
None of you guys pick Professor Onyx?
Professor Onyx.
Yeah. She's so good.
She is very good. I assumed everyone else was gonna pick her. So.
Yeah, I just I like her for say a pure mill deck, I guess. I'm just not sure if I will run her myself. That's why. So.
But even in non-mill decks, right? You discard a card, they lose 3 life. They don't, and then repeat this process 6 more times.
I guess. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that is pretty powerful.
And then -3 ability is that each player sacrifice their biggest creature, so you get to have them.
But that's -8, man.
Creature removal. Oh no, -3 ability.
-3 ability.
Yeah,
Got it.
Creature
Okay.
removal. -8
creature
is
removal.
Got it.
It's
the ultimate. Yeah.
All right.
All right, I think that's black.
All right. Next we up is multi.
Okay. For multi, I picked Harness Infinity. It's an instant, 1 black, green. Exchange your hand and graveyard. And then you have to exile Harness Infinity. I think you have to do a lot of shenanigans there.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, because it has black in it. Yeah, a lot of milling and then recursion. So that helps with that. I like the artwork because it's Seth MacKinnon's artwork.
Oh yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah.
And the second one I picked is the Elder Dragon, Velo Machius Lord Hole. Flying Vigilance Haste. When he attacks, look at the top 7 cards of your library. You can cast an instant sorcery spell with mana value less than the dragon's power from among them without paying anything. and put the rest of them in the bottom of your library. So
Yeah, I think all the 5 new dragons are pretty powerful.
the Elder Dragons.
The Elder Dragons that's, I guess, set up those schools.
Yeah. And the Mystical Archive card I picked multicolor is the Spark.
Oh yeah, that was my pick too.
Very useful to exile target permanent with mana value 4 or greater.
Yep.
What about you guys?
Nice. Let's see. No overlap, I guess, for us. I had Culling Ritual, which is 2 black-green sorcery. Destroy each non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less, and then you add black or green for each permanent destroyed this way. So kind of like a mini wipe that also
Gives you mana.
So
Value.
yeah. So I just like that it was a combination card that, didn't waste your entire turn just doing it. So let's see. And then I also had Rushed Rebirth. What was that one again? Oh, black and green again. Yeah, I really do like black and green. Instant. And I choose target creature. When that creature dies this turn, search your library for a creature card with lesser mana value, put it onto battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. So, kind of like a cheaper version of that nature's, or natural order.
Yeah, natural order.
Yep.
Yeah.
But instead of being limited to green, you can have any color, but just has to be, you're limited on mana value based on what you sacrifice.
Cool.
So yeah, that was my pick.
My first one was actually Galazzette Prismari, the other Elder Dragon.
Oh, yes.
It's the red and blue one.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Yeah, that one. When it comes to play, you get a treasure token. But all artifacts you control have tap 1 to produce 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana to cast an instant or a sorcery.
Oh,
so
great.
making all your artifacts into mana rocks, but only for instant and sorcery. But it's still not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I could definitely see a lot of play with that one.
Yeah, the other one is something. Body of Research. Did you guys talk about that one?
I don't think so. Which one was that?
3 green, 3 blue. So it's like 6 mana. Create a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature.
Oh,
token.
yeah. I
Put
remember that.
X +1/+1 on it, where X is the number of cards in your library.
Yeah, that is just amazing.
So
for Commander?
yeah, I'm just thinking like even if that thing dies, man, if you have Ozolith,
yeah,
you'll be distributing some
a lot of counters.
a lot of muscle onto the creatures that are available
Yeah.
on your side. Yeah, so those are my 2.
Yeah, I'm glad you picked it. That is definitely one of the most powerful cards.
For the Mystical Archive one, I actually picked a Putrefy.
Oh, nice.
The one that destroy artifact war creature and can't be regenerated.
Nice.
The black and green one. Another black and green one. Yeah.
Black and green.
Yep.
Colorful combination.
Yes.
All right. Next up, we have.
Red.
Are we good with multi before we move on to red?
Well, that was
multi.
Yeah. So are we good with multi before we
I
move on to
think-
red?
I think we covered everything.
All right. So next is red.
Oh, wait. Multi, we have to cover that, the dual face cards.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. I just lumped it all into multi. I didn't call it.
So the dual face cards in this set are all multi, right?
Right. So all of the I guess what is it? The professors or the teachers. I guess they combine them all, right? They have.
Some of them are like Professor
the
Onyx
deans.
is not.
Who is it?
Yeah, Professor Onyx is not.
Kian, Dean of Substance, Dean of Theory.
But a lot of the schools, since they're multicolor, so those cards will go to the multicolor slot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, now we can go to the red.
Okay. All right. So let's see. Red. What do I have?
Oh, I like red too.
Yeah, red has some interesting stuff. I first chose Crackle with Power.
Yes.
Yes. Because anytime you do multiples of stuff.
5 times.
Yeah, it's pretty powerful. So X red sorcery, and then Crackle with Power deals 5 times X damage to each of up to X targets.
Jesus.
So just multiplying whatever X is by 5. Right, so
just gave me another idea. I love this card now.
oh man.
No.
I love this card now.
No.
Wow. Amazing.
Yes, it is an amazing card. So all you need to do is come up with a bunch of mana and you can do a lot of damage.
How soon are they gonna ban this card?
I don't know.
I would just target all the stuffy dolls I have.
Yes, actually that would work well with the stuffy doll.
Woohoo!
Alright, so second one. Actually, good point. I
What?
already have stuffy doll in my little Ben Jank deck.
Stop.
Get out of here.
Might as well include this in there too.
Get out of here.
All right. My second pick was Conspiracy Theorist.
Yes.
Just the flavor win is already there. 1 red and for a 2/2 human
It's
shaman.
like the guy from Congress.
Yes, exactly. I was thinking about that.
With the podcast.
And then whenever he attacks, you may pay 1 and discard a card. And if you do, you draw a card. And then whenever you discard 1 or more non-land cards, you may exile 1 of them from your graveyard. And if you do, you may cast it this turn. So,
Man, are we gonna show the? We're gonna show the cards to
Yeah.
the others, right?
Yeah,
That
that
the
artwork.
picture, the artwork of that guy just looks like.
yeah, they did a good job.
Yeah, they did a good job drawing.
Definitely
this
looks
guy,
like a conspiracy theorist to me.
Yeah.
Very angry.
Yeah.
And then for the Mystical Archive, I went with Mizzix Mastery.
Nice.
Yep. Shoot, what does Mizzix Mastery do? I think it's the one where you can...
Exile target card that's an instant or sorcery from your graveyard. For each card exiled this way, copy
yeah.
it, and you may cast a copy without paying its mana cost.
So it's like forking a card in your graveyard, but then you could also overload it.
For
so you could fork
8 mana, 5
Yeah.
colors and 3 red. Yeah.
Yeah. So you could overload it and then basically recast all of your,
All your spells
instants and sorceries
from your graveyard?
from your graveyard without paying their mana costs.
Oh, that's shenanigans.
Yeah, so that's pretty powerful.
Counter.
Yes. Lots of it.
Yeah.
Did you have any other red?
I actually have different ones.
Okay.
Oh yeah, let's see what
I
else.
have increasing vengeance. Basically a two red to cast fork, but you can also cast it again using flashback. And if you do, you actually get to copy it twice instead of just once.
Nice.
So it's
Wait,
more of that
was that
stuffy
your
doll
Mystical
top
Archive?
no, it's actually just is it? Was it Mystical Archive? Oh yeah, it is. Sorry.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so that's your mystical archive
Yep.
card.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that one's a good one too.
All right. So the
What
other
about the regular set?
Ifrit Flame Painter. Make this guy unblockable, and you can basically play a spell in your graveyard for free.
Nice.
Yeah, a lot of free playing spells from the graveyard for red,
Yeah.
which helps with the whole Magecraft thing.
Yep. All right. Those are mine.
And then the only one different is my mystical archive is Chaos Warp.
Oh yeah, Chaos was good too.
Yeah, owner of target permanent shuffles into their library, then reveals the top cards of the library. If it's a permanent card, they put it on the battlefield. So it could be exchanging one for another, but you take the chance.
Yep. Red likes to gamble.
They do, man.
Yes, they do.
All
Okay,
right.
that's it for red.
Cool. All right.
Ooh.
So last is blue. My first one's Archmage Emeritus. It's a 2 blue to cast 2/2 human wizard that allows you to draw a card when you copy or cast an instant sorcery spell. Any card draw ability, I'm all for it, man.
Oh man,
Yeah.
how did I miss this one? Yeah, that was pretty good.
Keep missing it. Keep missing it. The next one I picked is multiple choice.
Yeah.
So I think it's a really
Oh,
interesting
yeah.
card, right? It's
Yeah.
like, hey, allows you to scry, bounce, create a creature token, or pay 5 mana, right? 4 colorless and 1 blue, and do all 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I would always go for all of the above if I
Yeah,
can.
why not, right? Yeah. I want the supersize me, man.
Yeah.
Would you like to
I want that
supersize it?
extra
Yes,
value.
Yes.
There's no right answer.
I know. All above. D. And my mystical archive, of course, people probably know I collect counter spells, so I'm probably going to go with counter spell.
Yeah. With the hand.
Do like that hand, man. Yeah. All right, those are my blue.
All right. So the 2 I picked, I went with Tempted by the Auric.
Oh, that's my pick too.
Yeah, 1 blue sorcery. For each opponent, gain control of up to 1 target creature or planeswalker that player controls with mana value 3 or less.
Good for pirates.
Yep.
Disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah, the mana value restriction is a little limiting, but, there's probably something there you can steal.
Look at that guy amazed by the treasure he's
Yeah.
Ooh. Yes,
He's
you would like to
definitely
join my side.
Yes.
And then my second pick was Teachings of the Archaics, which is the blue lesson. 2 and a blue. And if an opponent has more cards in hand than you draw 2 cards. And then you can draw 3 cards if an opponent has at least 4 more cards in hand than you.
So card advantage.
Yeah, just card advantage. So you
Or
have
just
to
make
pick
sure
the
you
right
cast it
time.
when you have nothing, right? That's
Yeah.
the last card in your hand.
Exactly.
All
So
right.
that was my 2 picks. Oh, my Mystical Archive. I went with Compulsive Research. Mainly because I like the artwork of it. But yeah. I mean, there were a lot of good artwork. I also like the whole Brainstorm.
Brainstorm looks
has
really
some
cool.
good
Yeah,
artwork.
Brainstorm's great.
The
too.
Blue Sun
Warp
Zenith looks really cool
yeah.
too. Yeah. Actually, they're all honestly, they're
A
all
lot of the
pretty
blue
nice,
cards, I really was impressed with the artwork of there.
Yeah.
So
Memory Lapse.
yeah,
Yeah, I picked Time Warp for mine.
yeah,
So,
Time
that
Warp was
was cool,
powerful.
But the Japanese version looks kind of scary, actually.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's it.
Do you have any other blue spells? I guess non Mystical Archive.
No. You guys picked multiple
those
choice
are-
and Tempted Buyer.
Cool. All right.
Yep.
Cool. All right. So that is it for our top two for Mystical Archive. Maybe it's
No.
top two plus one, right?
Yeah.
Top
The
two.
regular
Strixhaven plus
The
Mystical
Strixhaven
Archive.
and the Mystical Archive
Yeah.
within Strixhaven.
Yeah, this is almost like top three. So I
Yeah.
hope you guys enjoy it. We do have these boxes available for pre-sale, so come join and have some fun opening these boxes with us, and hopefully we can all get some cool Mystical Archive cards that we can all enjoy.
All right.
Alright, thanks.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Hey everybody, hope you guys are having a good weekend. We are about to get Strixhaven, I think next week, so excited about that with all the Mystical Archive cards. Just to let everybody know, we still have some Strixhaven pre-orders available for the draft set or the collector booster boxes. So check us out on MTGMoxBox.com or eBay under seller handle MTGMoxBox. And we are also doing some Twitch streams for MTG Arena. So if you'd like to tune into that, be sure to watch us on Twitch, also under MTGMoxBox. All right, let's do the giveaway. Good luck. And looks like Brian. Congratulations. For those that didn't win, try again. We have a few more packs for Countime, and then we'll announce the next giveaway after that. All right. Thanks for watching.